ತಂದೇಸು ನಿಮ್ಮಲಯರ ಆಯ್ಚೇಸು ಅಹಿಯಂ ಪಯಾಸಯರ ಸಾಗರವರೆ ಗಂಭೀರ ಸಿದ್ಧಾ ಸಿದ್ಧಿಂ ಮಮದಿ ಸಂತು ಸಿದ್ಧಾ ಸಿದ್ಧಿಂ ಮಮದಿ ಸಂತು. Great to see you all here. Let's start with a simple question. Have you ever felt unmotivated at work? Or have you ever felt like your motivation was crushed by your boss even when you were giving your all? You are not alone. So today, let's dive into 10 common ways leaders unknowingly destroy the vibe at work and how to prevent it. I will start my talk with a very small story. The story of Sarah and the boss who didn't listen. There was once an employee named Sarah who worked at a company she loved. She was passionate, dedicated, and always full of fresh ideas. One day, Sarah had an idea that she thought could change the way her team worked. She was excited and shared it with her boss, eager to get feedback and even make it more better and better. But instead of listening, the boss dismissed her idea, saying it was too much work and not practical. Sarah felt deflated, but thought maybe it was just one bad day. So she tried again another idea, another initiative this time. Her boss didn't even acknowledge her. As time passed, Sarah began to feel invisible. Every time she tried to contribute, her ideas were ignored, her work was criticized without recognition, and meetings seemed like a waste of time. Slowly, the passion Sarah once had for her work faded. Her energy drained, and she started just going through the motions. Eventually, Sarah felt the company now just Sarah left the company not because she didn't love her work, but because she didn't feel valued or heard. She learned the hard way that a boss who does not listen or appreciate their team can kill motivation faster than any other factor. So that's why today I want to talk about 10 ways bosses kill the vibe and how you can avoid making the same mistakes. So there are 10 ways a boss can break employee motivation and how the boss can means break the employee of the motivation. So the first is micromanaging too much. Imagine planting a tree but checking its roots every day. Will it grow? No. In the same way, when a boss controls every little thing, employees feel suffocated. They lose confidence in their abilities and start doubting themselves. A good leader gives guidance but also trust. Let people grow at their own pace and they will flourish. Number two, only saying mistakes. If you always tell someone what they did wrong but never praise what they did right, how will they feel? Discouraged. People need encouragement to do better. A single kind word can inspire someone for a lifetime. Just listen this one nicely. A single kind word can inspire someone for a lifetime. Correct with kindness, but also appreciate their hard work. What you focus on grows, so focus on the good and you will see more of it. So the number one point was micromanaging too much. Number two is only saying mistakes. And number three is not listening to ideas. And this is the most important point because nowadays everyone is on the mobile phone. They are listening, they are doing something, nothing we can't understand. So, number three point is not listening to ideas. Everyone has a voice, everyone has wisdom inside them. But when a leader ignores idea or dismisses them, people stop speaking up. And when people stop speaking, creativity dies. A great leader listens not just with ears but with the heart. When employees feel heard, they feel valued. And when they feel valued, they give their best. So, number 3 point is very important. Listen to the ideas of the employees. Number 4, too many useless meetings. Time is a gift. Every moment wasted in meaningless meetings is a moment stolen from meaningful work. A leader should ask, is this meeting necessary? Does it inspire? Does it solve a problem? If not, it only drains energy. The best leaders keep communication clear, simple, and purposeful, allowing employees to focus on what truly matters. So that's why whatever the meeting you are doing, it must be very useful meeting. So number first point was micromanaging too much. Number 2 was only seeing mistakes. Number 3, not listening to ideas. And number 4, too many useless meetings. And number 5, breaking promises. As leaders, words should be like a sacred vow. The people take a vow and it should feel that, oh, it's my words are sacred vow. When promises are broken, trust is lost. And when trust is lost, motivation disappears. Even small promises matter. If you say you will do something, do it. A strong leader builds trust, not with grand gestures, but with consistency in small actions. That's why don't break the promises. Number 6 point, making hurtful jokes. Words can heal, but they can also hurt. Jokes that belittle, embarrassing, or make others uncomfortable create a toxic atmosphere. A good leader spreads joy, not at the expense of others, but by uplifting them. Laughter should bring people together, not push them away. Choose words that make others feel respected and safe. So try not to make hurtful jokes. So number first point was micromanaging too much. Number 2, only seeing mistakes. Number 3, not listening to the ideas. Number 4 is too many useless meetings. Number 5, breaking promises. Number 6, making hurtful jokes. And now comes number 7, and that is not keeping your word. Imagine walking on a bridge that shakes and wobbles. You wouldn't trust it, right? A leader who is not reliable is like the shaky bridge. Employees feel uncertain and insecure. Be the kind of leader who is steady, whose words and actions always match. When employees feel safe, they work with confidence and enthusiasm. So, number 7 point was not keeping your word. And now comes number 8 point, measuring people the wrong way. Success is not just about numbers, deadlines, or targets. A person's worth is not just their output. True success includes honesty, effort, teamwork, and dedication. 4 things are very important to get the success: honesty, effort, teamwork, and dedication. When a leader only values results and ignores the human behind them, people feel unappreciated. A good leader sees beyond numbers and recognizes the hurt, effort, and growth of each individual. Number 9 point, giving impossible deadlines. Imagine asking someone to run without letting them breathe. Will they reach the finishing line? No, they will collapse. When leaders set unrealistic deadlines, employees will overwhelmed, anxious, and burnout. Work should challenge but not destroy. Respecting people's time and well being leads to long term success, not just short term result. So, number 9 point is very important, giving impossible deadlines. And now comes number 10 point, showing favoritism. A true leader sees the value in everyone. When favoritism exists, it creates jealousy, division, and resentment. It tells employees that hard work doesn't matter, only, only personal preference does. But a wise leader treats everyone fairly with equal respect and appreciation. When people feel seen and valued, they work with dedication, knowing their efforts count. So, these were the 10 points we have discussed: micromanaging too much, only seeing mistakes, not listening to ideas, too many useless meetings, breaking promises, making hurtful jokes, not keeping your word, measuring people the wrong way, giving impossible deadlines, and showing favoritism. And now, the final thought comes. A leader is what? A leader is like the sun. And when they shine warmth, the teams grows and motivated. But when they cast shadows of doubt, the workplace becomes cold and lifeless. Leadership is not about control, it is about guidance, trust, and care. When people feel valued, they don't just work, they give their hearts at their work. So, these were the 10 points of how a boss can break the employee of the motivation. So, if you're a boss, try to become a good boss. So, we have discussed today this one. I hope you will like this one and something, whatever we have listened, it will go to the heart and and we can know it more better and better. Om Arham, Om Arham. Now, if you all have any questions or anything, we can do some question answer sessions. Om Arham.